Hey guys, welcome back to the Prince Discography Tribute. My name is DJ Funktual. I will be your host. In case you aren't aware, we have already done 2 albums. We covered For You, and we covered the second album, Prince. The way we do things around here is you guys are going to use your own vinyl, your own MP3s, and you're going to listen to the album when I tell you to pause. So I tell you to pause, you play the song. After the song, you come back, and we pick it up from there. Now that we have 2 albums worth of material, I don't think it's too soon for us to start ranking them. This is the top 10 songs ranked from the first 2 albums. Obviously, this is not an all encompassing authoritative list, okay? Especially that last one, When We're Dancing Close and Slow, My Love Is Forever, In Love, whatever your number 10 song is. But that's a general idea of where we are. And what we're going to do is, after we add each album worth of new songs, we'll see where the list is in the next video, and then all those songs start to take shape on the top 10. Little something extra for us to do. The group, to all of you in the Prince Discography Tribute on Facebook, I want to thank you. You guys have really been a source of inspiration. It's just been absolutely amazing. Today, Morris Day posted a picture of the lost loose leaf notebook of Manic Monday, handwritten by Prince with the keys and all sorts of really, really great stuff. Of course, it's coming out all over the place because the world loves Prince. So let's get onto it. You want to get into it now? Let's get onto it. That's what Prince would do. This is the 3rd album, Dirty Mind. And as those of you who love Prince know, this is the first Prince album. This is the first Prince, the sexy motherfucker. This was the debut of that Prince, okay? All of our lyrical content of I love you has been replaced with a Dirty Mind, a concept album. This sealed copy, I'm about to open it up and start listening to this with you. So let's do that. Look at this. Gotta let me lay it down. Dirty Mind, like I said, he really somehow, after just recording 2 albums, and one of them was just, the previous album was only like 6 months prior, and all of a sudden we have a focused, determined record from someone who has taken a vast leap forward in his songwriting. Are you guys ready? As you can see, this album was engineered by Jamie Starr. Jamie is also my first name. Jamie Starr is, of course, a Prince pseudonym. So I always thought that was sort of cool. It's one step closer to Prince. Those of you who are named Alexander, I'm sure, feel the same way. Here we are. Newly pressed. Prince's Dirty Mind. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm a giggling mess. I'm really excited. Yeah. You ready for track 1? Let's get started. Dirty Mind.
Pause the video now and play Dirty Mind.
Okay, wow. First off the bat, I hear Jump. I hear Van Halen's Jump. I hear it. Dun, 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 becomes dun, 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 dun. But that may sound way different. But underneath the whole thing is boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. And the same thing with the Van Halen. Dun, dun, dun. I think Eddie was riffing. Dirty Mind. By the way, that synth on the 2, it's not exactly on the beat, it's on the 2. That's Matt. That's Fink right there. Our boy. He did get songwriting credit, which is a rare thing for a Prince record. That he did come up with that synth part. Great song. And that freaking intro, the bass, boom, boom, the bass drum. Great record. Dirty Mind. Do I have the 45 somewhere? I believe I do. I don't know where I put these things. Sometimes I have so many 45s and so many Prince records out everywhere. But Dirty Mind, I know, even if I don't find the 45, has what was the B-side? I can't remember now. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that, folks. The Dirty Mind single came with When We're Dancing Close and Slow on the flip. That was the lead single for this record, Dirty Mind. Even though it was not the one that got the picture sleeve, that was a different single. You guys ready for track 2? What could track 2 be? Oh my god, this song. When You Were Mine is a straight up rock song. I mean, it's rock and roll. In the vault, they talk about it being, like a cheesy 60s melody. It's rock and roll. It's a rock and roll song, and it actually has been covered to death. Cyndi Lauper, who you don't think of as being so bland, made a very bland cover of When You Were Mine. Mitch Ryder did a rock version from some tits and ass movie. I forget what it is, like Ski School or something strange like that. There's other covers. Betty Blight, I want to say. There's even like a new wave cover by somebody named, I want to say Christine or Crystal or Christine, something like that, without the H. I'll give you links. I'll put links all over the place so you guys can find all these When You Were Mine covers. It's a song that gets in your head. It really does. Just gets in your head. It's fantastic. I'm pretty sure it's going to have a place on our new top 10 when we start our next video. So it's now time for When You Were Mine, spelled with the Y-O-U, a very strange thing. We're not getting that Prince U just yet. But wow, Dirty Mind, a concept record, and a record, by the way, that a lot of people did not want on their shelves. In 1980, this was not the type of thing that people were excited about, and if they weren't scared by this probably was just too much for them. That is obviously him in the nude with all the different tracks spray painted on the wall. Classic Prince move. And again, he wasn't known for this prior to this. I Want to Be Your Lover was a whole different kind of Prince, and the world was now seeing this very, very big evolution of a sexual artist. You ready? Now you're ready. When You Were Mine, go.
Pause the video now and play When You Were Mine.
Wow. When You Were Mine. Okay. Reportedly, Prince wrote that song in a hotel room during the Prince tour while listening to John Lennon in his hotel room. So that's pretty interesting. That tune, man, what like I said, it's the rocker, I guess. The whole album, by the way, was all done in a home studio. He just set up he put the money together that he had. He built his own home studio and he recorded all this stuff. Went to his manager and said, "Here are the demos for my new album." And they said, "Actually, you spent all your budget, so that is your new album." So they took it to Hollywood and they added a couple of extra things in the mix, and that's it. Imagine what Dirty Mind could have been if he had, the chance to redo it all. But the raw sound, it ended up working. It was Prince turning a major corner in his career. So yeah, When You Were Mine, very special song. What else we have to talk about this? I guess there isn't much as far as Do It All Night goes. Our next track, Do It All Night, is should we just hear it and then talk about it?
Pause the video now and play Do It All Night.
There it is. That was a rockin' little sex number, wasn't it? Do It All Night. The most basic of themes right there. The lyricism, though, is on a whole new level. Especially in When You Were Mine, with the other guy laying in between the two of us and all the other, you didn't have the decency to change the sheets. That's the beginning of real Prince lyricism right there. Do It All Night, though. That was a sexy little joint. Our next one is our only ballad for the album, actually. This is Got a Broken Heart Again, and it's very, very short. It's like Crazy You. Let's check out the ballad.
Pause the video now and play Got a Broken Heart Again.
Okay, Like I said, a very quick ballad. Before we go on to side 2 though, I really think we need to check out a really smooth demo. Prince made a song about his new band member, Lisa Coleman, and we need to check it out. It's on YouTube, so don't worry if you don't have a copy of Lisa. It is an unreleased demo, but it is on YouTube right now. And I suggest you find it if you don't have it. So there it is. Lisa's up next, guys. Enjoy.
Pause the video now and play Lisa.
Come on. I know you guys dug that. Those of you that never heard that before, you must be bugging right now. Feel free to tell us all about it in the comment section. Crazy, right? You know he was scheming to get in there. You know he was. All right, let's flip the record over and start. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Uptown after we play it, but let's hear it first. You guys ready? Flip the record over.
Pause the video now and play Uptown.
Okay, first of all, I gotta say that I really toyed with the idea of not coming back to you until I had finished the whole album. As you guys might know, those of you listening to it on vinyl, there's no breaks in between the songs on side 2. It's meant to be listened to straight through, but we are doing a discography breaking down each song, and I just thought it would be too muddled to discuss 4 songs in a row. So I am gonna pause it in between each track for the sake of our video, so you can kind of maintain the knowledge of each song separated in your mind. First impressions of Uptown. First of all, that all came from Andre. Andre started that bass line, and Prince built the whole thing around him, although Andre does not get songwriting credit on the record. Another impression you get is that this dude knew how albums worked. When you have a song like Uptown to start your second side, you're just, whoa, here we go, the ride is starting. Just the way, you know, Dirty Mind starts the album off. There's just that boom, boom, that throbbing, and plus, do you like the way they're very similar in structure? The way they do their business, they have a whole song, then they come back at the 3.5 minute point, like boom, boom, I'm not done. What else should I pillage? You know, I won't, don't, just like, and it's, you know, something you'll never get listening to the Uptown 45. You know, these 5.5 minute versions sometimes are, you know, that's the treats. That's why we do this discography, you know, to get all that, the extra goodness, you know, so we can soak it all up with a biscuit. The lyrics, black, white, Puerto Rican, everybody just a freaking, he's becoming Prince. He's becoming Prince, guys. Right before our eyes. Our next song, however, which we have to get to now, is called Head. Head is a Prince classic. Newcomer to the band, Miss Lisa Coleman makes her first vocal entry into the Prince world. She plays a virgin on her way to be wed when she comes across his purple madness. And I don't want to spoil what happens on this particular encounter, but it might involve head.
Pause the video now and play Head.
Wow. Okay. Arguably the best song on the album. I mean, there's 4 really standout songs on the record, and Head, it stands up with the rest of them. That was awesome. It was even harder to stop it between Head and Sister, because those songs really do mesh well. We're really getting deep into Prince's dirty little mind. If it's a dirty song called Sister, I really don't need to say any more. Let's just check it out and react on our own. Ready? This is a quickie.
Pause the video now and play Sister.
Whoa, that was it? I meant that in terms of length of song, not in terms of depth of content. Holy shit. Bravo. Fearlessness. All the best artists have it. This last one, Partyup. An anti-war song. I think you guys should definitely take the time to check out his performance of this on Saturday Night Live. I believe it was his very first Saturday Night Live appearance and the very first song played on the show. I know that they opened up the special. To those of you who didn't catch it, they actually stopped Saturday Night Live for a week when Prince died. They had exclusive footage of him playing Let's Go Crazy live at the 40th anniversary special, and that coupled with all of his performances and what he meant to the Prince, you know, family within SNL, they shut the show down for a week. And they just did Prince performances and Prince sketches with Maya Rudolph and Fred Armisen. You know, mildly amusing stuff, but it was really just about the Prince performances, especially that SNL performance. Pretty great to see him jamming out with all these people on the stage, Martin Short and Maya Rudolph and Chris Rock, and just really, really great footage. But the Partyup performance, the way they walked off the stage like that was awesome. That was really badass. So let's get the Partyup.
Pause the video now and play Partyup.
Bravo. That's another one in the books, people. Great album, Dirty Mind. Really the album that just sent him in a whole new trajectory into being the Prince that we all know and love. If you weren't aware, Partyup was originally a groove that was written by Morris Day, and Prince said, Morris, you have two choices. I can either buy the record from you for 10 grand, or I'll get you a record deal. So Morris smartly decided to be the front man to the Prince group, The Time. If you're not aware, the Time records are all Prince. It's Prince on every instrument with Morris helping out on the vocals, and that's pretty much it. And because of that, I have an exciting announcement. After the Controversy album, we're going to start with The Time, their debut record, and we're going to go in the right sequence using the Vanity 6 albums, Apollonia, The Family, The Time, Sheila E., with the Prince albums in the middle. So, you excited? Even more videos. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that thing. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time. Join the group. You can get the PDF of The Vault along with other goodies. Just a bunch of Prince fans talking it out. See you soon.